The last thing in the chapter, he says, وعن أبي قلابة عن رجل من أهل الشام عن أبيه أنه سأل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما الإسلام؟ قال أن تسلم قلبك لله ويسلم المسلمون من لسانك ويدك. قال أي الإسلام أفضل؟ قال الإيمان. قال وما الإيمان؟ قال أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله والبعث بعد الموت. And this is reported by Imam Ahmad rahimahullah. So here is another narration that it shows the tafsir and explanation of al-Islam. And this is the narrator of the hadith is Abu Qilaabah from a man from the Sham. The Sham is where's Palestine and Lebanon and Jordan and Syria. He asked the Prophet ﷺ, what is al-Islam? As the previous narration. So he said, أن تسلم قلبك لله, the same one, that you submit your heart to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ويسلم المسلمون من لسانك ويدك, as mentioned in the previous narrations also, that the Muslimun are safe from your tongue and your hands. It means the physical harm and the verbal harm also. People are safe from this. They're protected, that you don't harm them. And then he was asked, Ayul Islami Afdal, what is the best Islam? What is the best Islam? You know, because al-Islam refers to the entire deen. Because the word Islam refers to the entire deen. So Ayul Islami Afdal, that means what's the best thing for me to do in the deen of al-Islam? So the Prophet ﷺ said that the best is al-Iman. Al-Iman, which is the complete faith of a person, the complete Iman of a person. We said both Islam and Iman, they both refer to the same thing. But when they're both mentioned here, that means al-Iman refers to the inward actions, and that's the foundation of the deeds. And these foundations of the deeds, which is what's in the heart with matters of belief and the good deeds done by the heart, that would definitely show in one's physical actions. So, Ayul Islami Afdal, Qala al-Iman. Then he asked, what is al-Iman? Then he mentioned the pillars of al-Iman. Right? So, and the Qadar here is not mentioned, but it's mentioned in another narration. So there are 6 pillars of al-Iman. But here in this narration, he mentioned only 5 pillars of al-Iman, which is an tu'mina billah, that you believe in Allah and in the angels and the books and the messengers and the hereafter. Wal-ba'ath ba'da al-maut, and the resurrection after death. This is, it shows all that this is part of al-Islam and part of al-Iman and matters of belief and matters of physical actions and all the different good deeds that a person would draw himself closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by fulfilling these actions altogether, not to pick and choose from the deen what a person like to have based on one's desire. As some of the Muslimin, they would think that al-Islam is to be kind to others. So as long as they're kind to others, this is all what matters to them. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love for them to be. This is part of al-Islam. But you, for example, find them not submitting themselves into other commands of Allah. Maybe neglecting their salah, maybe not wearing the proper hijab, this and that. And they say that al-Islam is in the heart, or, as long as I'm not harming others, I'm a good person. And on the other hand, those who would make sure that their salah is done on the right time and everything like this, but they abuse others or they backbite others, or they might be, when they look from the outside appearance, they even follow the way the Prophet ﷺ in their outside appearance and their actions. They pray in the masjid and so on. Does the shaitan leave them alone? Of course not. He doesn't leave anybody alone. So they would fall into these things that would take them away from the perfection of their Islam, by backbiting others, by talking about others in a bad way, by harming one another. So to be upon the deen of Islam is to be upon everything. You who believe enter into the fold of Islam, all of it. Outside appearance, inward deeds done by the heart, actions, and to learn and to seek help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is how the explanation of Islam is. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the proper understanding of the deen. And that's the end of this chapter. So we'll stop here, inshallah, and continue next time. And the next class is the daily Quran session, inshallah. Sallallahu alaihi wa sallam, baraka Muhammad wa sahbihi wa sallam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.